So it does get more difficult as we go along because we have to look at not only the solos but the whole history. And I felt very strongly about the fact that Kevin was not latching on to the styles. He was performing and it ended up, I think, being a better performer than I had anticipated. But I still never felt like even when he did the cha-cha the first week, I was not crazy about his body positions. There were so many times that I felt that he was awkward, and that's the position that I came into when arguing the fact, because I felt that Victor didn't have those awkward moments with his body because he's a very well-trained dancer too, so you have to look at it like that. And that he really hasn't had a star moment either, Victor, so that was really the big discussion there. I don't think our discussion was over Nathan at all. It was really Victor and Kevin, and going back and forth about that situation.
I wouldn't have really done anything different because I thought my solo was good, and it wasn't really a matter about your solo being good or not good or it's okay. It was just a matter about time. This is your time. Your time is to go now, and that's what it is. It's a competition, and this is how it has to go. Somebody has to go. So I don't think I would do anything different. Just smile more.
He wasn't growing, he did the same solo last week. We saw in his clip package from Vegas that he had done the same tricks in Vegas. So if you're not going to even improve in your own style, if you even look at his hip-hop routine that he did with Karen a couple weeks ago, she dominated that number. So we had to really look at that, as opposed to Victor, who is by and large generally lovely, but tonight he really fought for it. I mean, he threw it on the floor, so it was great.
Kevin, I think, did the same thing as he's done every week. And the sad thing for me with Channing is that she's a really good technician and somebody that I think will probably turn out to be a great teacher, as I've said. But as a performer, there just doesn't come across for me at all.
I wouldn't have done anything different because the reason why we're here is from what we did previous and prior to getting here. So, I mean, I would have just stayed the same.
Channing was another one of those, just hasn't really grown. She's a lovely technician, but she doesn't make contact with us, and if she's not touching us, then I'm pretty sure she's not touching the audience out in TV land. You can't learn it, you have to have it. And we need a lot of people with it. That's what we want in our top 10 is the it top 10.